Have you ever wondered what happens after the happily ever after falls apart? What if the person who broke your heart comes back, begging for a second chance? Today, we're diving into the story of William and Olivia, a tale of love, betrayal, and the sweet, sweet taste of moving on. William and Olivia were the couple everyone envied. They had been together for 5 years, their lives woven together like a beautiful tapestry. They shared a cozy apartment, a mischievous cat named Leo, and dreams of a future filled with laughter and adventure. Olivia, a graphic designer, poured her heart into their home, making it a sanctuary. William, a rising star at a finance firm, was ambitious and driven. Olivia was his rock, his biggest cheerleader, the one who celebrated his wins and soothed his worries. To everyone, they were perfect. But beneath the surface, a crack was beginning to form. It started subtly. William began working late more often. The texts became shorter, the "I love yous" less frequent. Olivia noticed the shift. A knot of anxiety tightened in her stomach, but she pushed it down, telling herself it was just stress from his demanding job. She tried to be more supportive, planning surprise date nights and cooking his favorite meals. But William was distant, his mind seemingly elsewhere. The warmth that once filled their apartment was slowly being replaced by a chilling silence. Then came the day that shattered Olivia's world. William came home late, his face a mask of guilt. He couldn't look her in the eye as he uttered the words that would echo in her memory for months. "I've met someone else." Her name was Chloe. She was a new colleague, vibrant, exciting, and everything William thought he was missing. He packed a bag, leaving behind 5 years of memories, a confused cat, and a woman whose heart he had just torn into a million pieces. The first few weeks were a blur of pain for Olivia. Every corner of the apartment held a memory of William. The silence was deafening. She cried until she had no tears left. Her friends rallied around her, bringing ice cream and an endless supply of bad movies. They reminded her of her strength, her talent, and the vibrant woman she was before William. Slowly, painfully, Olivia began to pick up the pieces. She decided to channel her pain into her passion. She started a freelance design business, pouring all the late nights and lonely hours into creating beautiful, powerful art. Her work was raw, emotional, and resonated with people. Her client list grew, and so did her confidence. She redecorated the apartment, replacing the old, shared memories with new, vibrant colors that were all her own. She adopted a dog, a goofy golden retriever she named Sunny, and his joyful energy filled the once silent rooms. Olivia was rediscovering herself, not as part of a couple, but as a whole, complete person on her own. She was not just surviving, she was thriving. Meanwhile, William's new life with Chloe wasn't the fantasy he had imagined. The initial thrill and excitement began to fade, replaced by the mundane reality of everyday life. Chloe was fun, but she lacked the depth and understanding Olivia had. She didn't get his weird sense of humor, she wasn't interested in his long work stories, and she certainly didn't care for his quiet nights in. The things he had taken for granted with Olivia, the easy companionship, the unwavering support, the feeling of being truly known, were glaringly absent. He started thinking about Olivia more and more. He'd see something that would remind him of an inside joke they shared or hear a song they used to love. He drove past their old favorite coffee shop and felt a pang of deep, aching nostalgia. The life he had so carelessly thrown away now seemed like a lost paradise. The grass, he was discovering, wasn't greener on the other side. It was just different, and he was deeply, profoundly allergic to it. The regret was a constant, heavy weight in his chest. About a year after the breakup, William couldn't take it anymore. He found Olivia's new business profile online and was stunned by her success. The photos showed a woman who was radiant, confident, and genuinely happy. This wasn't the heartbroken person he had left behind. This was a woman who had rebuilt her life into something even more beautiful. Driven by a desperate mix of regret and hope, he sent her a message. "Olivia," it began, "I made the biggest mistake of my life." He poured his heart out, telling her how much he missed her, how sorry he was, and how he realized she was the only one for him. He asked if they could meet, if he could just have a chance to explain, to apologize in person, to maybe, just maybe, start over. Olivia read the message, her heart beating a little faster. A year ago, this message would have been everything she wanted. But now? She took a deep breath and thought about the past year. The crushing pain, the lonely nights, but also the triumphant moments. Landing her first big client, the laughter she shared with her friends, the quiet joy of walking Sunny in the park. She had built a life she loved, a life that didn't have a William-shaped hole in it anymore. She had healed. She had grown. Olivia typed her reply. It was short, polite, but firm. "William, I'm happy to hear you're doing well. I've moved on, and I'm in a really good place now. I wish you all the best." She hit send, a small, satisfied smile playing on her lips. There was no anger, no bitterness, just a peaceful sense of closure. She had won, not by seeking revenge, but by choosing herself. Her story isn't about getting even, it's about getting better. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the best revenge is living your best life, not for them, but for you. The ultimate power move isn't making someone regret leaving you, it's reaching a point where you don't care if they do or not. Olivia's happily ever after didn't need a prince. She had become her own queen, ruling a kingdom of her own making. What do you think about Olivia's decision? Would you have done the same? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've ever gone through something similar, remember that your comeback story is waiting to be written. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire and empower. See you next time.